And we are.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
7 needed of
6.
And India have to get one fielder inside the circle.
One fielder inside the circle because you've overshot the time.
Exactly.
And karma bites you back really hard. In the first game between India-Pakistan, it was Pakistan who were guilty of it, and now India are guilty of overshooting the thing. But who do they have to blame? It is India themselves.
And my God, I don't know where this match is heading because
Arshdeep can defend, but is 7 of 6.
7 of 6, you're leaving him very little to defend.
Very little to do.
Because they can actually run singles and just get one boundary and that's it.
And remember, people who may be asking, what if this match is tied? We will have a super over.
Right. So there is a super over in play here. Oh my God, I hope it doesn't go to a super over.
Well, you never know. India versus Pakistan. We only had one super over in that entire history. That too was a bowl out.
Wasn't even a super over.
So Arshdeep is bowling to Khushdeel. And he bowls a brilliant Yorker, but again, a single. 6 of 5. 6 of 5.
And more importantly, Asif Ali comes back on strike.
Asif Ali, the left-hand, right-hand combination. Remember, Khushdeel Shah in that previous game against Hong Kong did a Surya Kumar Yadav, and he managed to get...
That's why I was wondering why he didn't appeal. He slammed it.
He slammed it right into his boot. And in it was going down leg.
Yeah, but I think he would have appealed. But I thought, okay, he
was just getting the ball to come back in, and that is why it's not happening. 6 of 5. And
as I'm saying, they don't need to do anything at this point except for run singles, but
it's India-Pakistan.
Exactly.
Stranger things have happened. Pressure can play. Remember, Arshdeep, in the history of T20 cricket, if I remember, Karthik Tyagi once defended 4 runs of the last over.
But even that was an IPL
game.
International cricket is a different ball of... It's a different ball game, different kettle of fish.
Kumar and Srishant, 9 of 6 he defended. They needed 1 of 2. But Misbah-ul Haq had a brain fade in Durban, and that is why India tied that game, won the bowl out, and after that, 2007, the final, we all saw what happened. Srishant taking that catch, 5 runs needed. They needed 12, by the way, of 5. 6 of 4 when Misbah hit a 6 of Joginder.
And then Joginder gets the wicket.
5 runs of 3 balls, and...
But I would have actually preferred having...
World cricket is never the same again.
I would have actually preferred having the other guy on strike.
And it's straight down the ground. It's a boundary. 2 runs of 4 balls. And
that's why I said Asif Ali shouldn't be on strike.
Oh boy,
Them getting the single was perfect.
Perfect, yes. Arshdeep missed his length, bowls full toss.
Oh, very bad.
Not even a low full toss.
You can't even call it a slot ball.
Yeah, perfect.
Slot balls bounce.
Exactly. But we will have a lot to discuss because
there's so many things to talk about.
Pakistan are on the cusp of doing something very
big
remarkable.
A very big victory for them.
Yes. And the green contingent is really happy, as they should be. But wait, 4 balls, 2 runs, we've seen in the past, Pakistan
They do have a tendency.
Okay, just for people, Pakistan needed 2 runs of 6 balls in an ODI against Australia at Abu Dhabi. Glenn Maxwell, a spinner, is the bowler. He gets Sohail Tanveer out.
And let's be fair, we're being generous calling him a spinner.
And 4 balls are dots to Mohammad Irfan, who misses. In the last ball, he swings, gets a top edge, and George Bailey takes the catch.
But of course,
Australia win by 1 run with Glenn Maxwell bowling a double wicket maiden final.
But even look, let's put it this way also. These are 2 batsmen.
These are 2 batsmen, yes.
And right now, really, all they need to do is take singles.
Why Kohli is sitting out?
I guess he's a little tired.
He is probably tired and probably has a slight niggle, probably a hamstring.
Yeah, they might not want to risk him now.
That is
Remember,
the report,
temperatures are very high right now in Dubai.
Yep. And field placements, whatever it is, they have overshot the time by 15 minutes when it should have ended. When it should have ended, it should have been 15 minutes ago. But as usual, teams do not want to finish their overs on time, and the modern era, they should be grateful that your overs have not been reduced or the target has not been retracted. That's what happened in the past. I think I was a big fan of that.
Dot ball?
Hope so. It's a dot ball because Asif Ali on strike. Rohit has got a conventional and it's a dot ball. 2 of 3. Oh my goodness, 2 of 3.
2 of 3. Suddenly,
Rohit has got a very unconventional wide slip because he knows that an edge could fly there. So third man to protect that, he gets it. Rohit is chill. He's just not worried about all these things. Typical Iceman. And the Iceman himself is bowling. Arshdeep. Although if India managed to lose this game.
Who did he drop again?
He dropped
Asif Ali.
Yes. It's defending total still. Shikpreet Singh, 3 balls, 2 runs. We don't know what will happen. So
there's still,
Yep. Anything can happen, boss.
Also, let's put it this way: if we'd be singing a whole different story if Arshdeep had taken Asif Ali's catch.
Oh yes, and there was no way. There was no way that Pakistan could have chased that road because if the car is kind of aggressive batter, but he takes time. And he's out. He's out!
Oh my god!
Oh, Arshdeep, the man!
And surely he's not. Surely he'll review that.
He has to review it.
But he was plumb. He looked plum to me.
Yeah. But Love Rami, we are not sure yet. 2 of 2.
Love Rami, wait.
Yes.
He himself knows he's out.
Yep.
I mean, that was plum.
It was plum because Asif Ali was moving to the offside. Arshdeep fires in the Yorker.
He gets the length right this time around.
Yes. A choke could very well be on the cards, folks.
Oh man, this would be right up there with those.
Right up there. And
that's gone.
Pitching in
unless he's got an edge.
He's not got an edge.
Unless that has happened somehow. No.
This
looks.
He hasn't got an edge.
He's a goner.
And he's a goner.
Now it's 2 of 2.
It's 2 of 2.
No.
We knew it. We knew that this game will not be.
It's never that straightforward.
Never that straightforward. But maybe this kind of a situation is warranted for Iftikhar because Iftikhar has a calm head. But yeah, often in India-Pakistan game, calm heads can
also
short
end up
circuit.
getting exactly.
Misbah, the ultimate.
He's a goner.
He's a goner. Right in, and it's hitting off.
Ah, perfect.
It's hitting middle and off.
Wonderful Yorker.
So, okay, Love Rami saying no choke, next ball, match finish.
Well,
maybe he knows something that we don't know.
We don't, let's say.
Yeah.
So you see, even he had walked off, he knew it.
We needed Shashwat there.
But what a innings from him.
Okay, what a crucial cameo from
in fact, I would argue, see, this is the Pakistan template. If one of their top order bats long, these guys can come in and play the cameos.
Actually,
Nawaz. And now
I have a very interesting thing about Mohammad Nawaz. I'll tell after this game, provided that we get a result. Because remember, folks, yet again,
it could go to a super over.
If the match is tied, it goes to super over, and then everything changes.
Oh man,
everything changes.
Super over, God.
Oh boy. Anurag, why don't you get Shashwat in also? He knows.
No, please no. I don't need that.
Boy.
This is one of those cases where ignorance can be bliss.
Ignorance can be bliss, absolutely. Iftikhar Ahmed, the man who will be on strike for Arshdeep to...
See, the sensible thing would be to get a single now.
Yes. Imagine if they had to defend more than 10. Arshdeep was winning this for India.
Yeah.
But he could still do it though.
He could still.
One
more Yorker.
Shashwat is up there recording the reaction.
Yeah. India's poor bowling as a fielding. Love Rami yet again. Let's not be so... I'll wait for the next ball. And if it's 1 of 1, we'll wait for
I mean, either way, I think there's a lot to dissect about the Indian bowling.
Of course. We will dissect that. But what if India get out of jail? Then it will be the luckiest escape that they've ever had.
And the biggest joke.
The biggest choke. And not for the first time it's happened with Pakistan. Remember, 2 of 5 in an ODI against Australia, you still lost. With Maxwell bowling a down.
And that first match in the 2007 World T20.
Yep. Pakistan were just 2 balls away from eliminating India. Why? Because India's game against Scotland was washed out. And had Pakistan won, India would have been eliminated. And what's happening here?
Oh my God.
Oh no. It's just 2 runs and it is 2 runs. Pakistan have done it.
Oh my God.
Pakistan win a thriller.
Big shout out to Love Rami.
He predicted it right.
He predicted it right, even if they're saying next ball match finish.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe he does know something we don't.
He does know it. Pakistan win thriller.
Let's change that.
And first win against India in the Asia Cup after 8 years. They won it in 2014 and that too was a last over thriller. Shahid Afridi hitting 2 sixes of Ravichandran Ashwin.
Oh my God.
2016 you lost. 2 matches in the 2018 in the Asia Cup you lost. 2022 first game you lost and now you have finally won it. Pakistan, kudos to them. What a spectacular show.
No, but see, this kind of contest is what you want when you watch India-Pakistan.
Of course. 2 Two matches, two absolute thrillers that we have had.
In fact, this was way more thrilling.
This was way more thrilling. Yes,
Although Arshdeep will be kicking himself.
Of course.
If he had taken Asif Ali.
Oh man. Okay, let us just sum up the game.
Yes, Harish Madhisekki.
We'll come to that. Anurag, open the scorecard, please. Full scorecard.
Let's sum up the match.
Okay,
went.
take your breath, folks.
Scorecard.
Yes. So, let us go down. Yeah, Mohammad Rizwan.
I think he was finally tired of people questioning his strike rate.
Yes.
139.22.
71 of 51, 139 strike rate. Babar Azam struggled yet again with Ravi Bishnoi getting him. Fakhar Zaman struggled like anything. It was not Fakhar Zaman's day. Two misfielded opportunities.
And 15 of 18.
15 of 18 at 83. But the ultimate masterstroke from Pakistan
was putting Mohammad
Nawaz, the left-hander. You are all asking, I told Shin, I'll tell an interesting story. Was this the first time Mohammad Nawaz came up the order to bat? No, this was the second time he's coming up the order in a T20I after 4 years. He had scored 7 of 9 in a T20I against New Zealand in Wellington. And 4 years later, what an absolute masterstroke by Babar Azam.
And this is like one of those, and dare I say, it's like an out of syllabus question. No one knew it was going to happen.
What Jadeja did to Pakistan,
they have done.
Mohammad Nawaz has done
their own left-hand batsman / orthodox bowler.
Absolutely. 42 of 20 balls and a partnership of 73 runs
with Rizwan.
With Mohammad Rizwan. That kept Pakistan in the game. But towards the end,
there were a lot of jitters.
So many extras by Ravi Bishnoi. And once again, this proved to you. Look at the number of extras. 6 wides.
That's the worst part.
Imagine, take out those wides. You would have probably had to defend 13 of the last over. Arshdeep could have done it. Coming to Arshdeep in that same Ravi Bishnoi over, he dropped a simple chance.
He dropped the match.
Simple as I have said in the past, when you drop the catch, you miss the match.
Correct.
Simple. So, Asif Ali went on to hit a 6 and that got the equation down to 7 of 6 balls.
Correct.
That one boundary towards the end, he bisected the gap, 7 of 6. Arshdeep, to his credit, conceded only 5 runs, but Asif Ali yet again hit a boundary straight down the ground and Iftikhar Ahmed straight again, and both the shots, Arshdeep missed his Yorker.
And that's the thing, if you're defending only 7, you know there's no margin for error. One boundary and it's game as good as over, and the boundary came in the second ball of the over.
Yes, but Ravi Bishnoi's 3 wides and some bit of horrendous umpiring from Ruchika Palya Guruge. I am sorry, that decision, the third umpire decision, when there was an absolute flat
so long.
4.5 to 5 minutes for that one decision which looked not out. I'm sorry. The umpiring standards that have been there in the Asia Cup continue to remain woeful. And I did not understand what Honorable Third Umpire Ruchika Palya Guruge was even thinking. Flat edge, murmurs yet again.
Murmurs come. That's the point. Murmurs, but when you were watching that replay, with the murmurs, you could see very clearly there was daylight between bat and ball.
Yes.
So that's where you have to use common sense.
And remember, the third umpire is also having a 2D vision. He doesn't have a 3D vision like how we have at the ground. Remember, it's often accused, you have to watch the game at the stadium so that you can have a 3D vision.
You can watch everything.
But the third umpire also has a 2D vision.
Yeah, he's watching.
Clearly, when we were having that 2D vision,
and we could see clearly.
Yeah. I mean, it broke the momentum. It might have very well resulted in Pakistan losing momentum, but credit to them, they held their nerve. Bowling figures, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar 1 for 40. Arshdeep still 1 for 27.
Yeah, actually, his last over may have lost India the match, but he was India's second best bowler on the day.
Ravi Bishnoi 1 for 26.
Big note on Ravi Bishnoi. Man's developed a leg break.
Oh yes, today he developed the leg break. Indeed, that's a huge development. But today, 2 bowlers, Hardik Pandya and Yajuvendra Chahal, 8 overs, 87 runs. 87 runs. And now, Sobans, I don't defend UC Chahal. Now people questioned the selection 2020 World Cup which happened in Dubai. Now see what happened. Okay, I think now the time has come that we have a honest assessment of Yajuvendra
Yeah,
Chahal.
because previously I would keep saying that bowlers are not looking to attack him.
Today they attacked him.
They attacked him and he was not able to do much.
Yes, those 3 boundaries that were hit in this final over tilted the entire momentum of the game. And Chahal has struggled for penetration. 4-0, 32-0, 4-0, 18-0, 4-0, 43-1. Those are his figures in the Asia Cup. Panic stations? No. Worrying stations? Yes.
Yeah, of course, you also have to remember one thing though. I think this was the reason why, in hindsight, people said, that UZ's figures or he doesn't seem to be as effective on UAE pitches.
Very surprising, yeah.
But the World Cup isn't happening in UAE.
Yep.
So obviously, is it a concern? Yes. Is it something that I think team management are going to hold on to tightly to? No. But so far in the tournament, I think it's safe to say he's been less than stellar.
But if Bishnoi continues his good form and Chahal's form dips suddenly, I don't think Chahal is making that trip to Australia.
You know what else is happening more than this? No, I think he'll make the trip to Australia,
but not a certain starter.
Yeah, but Bishnoi, by the way, gets a chance, grabs it with both hands.
Yep.
And I mean, to his credit, we used to always say, googly bowler, this, that. He was bowling a very competent leg break today.
And he got India in the game with the bat. Those 8 runs.
Granted, those were gifts by Fakhar, but yes.
But yes, you capitalize on those. And can we just see anywhere? Pant, Chahal, overrated, and Surya is very bad against Pakistan. Ankit Kumar, let's reserve our comment for Surya. But Rishabh Pant, that frustrating enigma that he is, it's again a problem. Chahal, yes, he struggled yet again today, and there will be some questions raised.
And I like what GOSCCR says, that what a player and what a consistent player Rizwan is. Now, he's got the highest T20 runs in the last 2 years, and that's why he was the number 1 T20 ranked player. And the best part about him being the number 1 T20 ranked player is strike rate. He never had the greatest of strike rates. In fact, for an opener, 129 is positively dreadful. But man gets you runs.
Man gets you runs and also wins you games.
Exactly.
And today, 139 strike rate. You got to give it to Mohammad Rizwan.
I mean, remember how we started the match? First ball, 4. I said he was batting with a different kind of intent today.
But the game changer, according to me, was Mohammad Nawaz.
See, and that's the thing. With Pakistan, we always say, enigmatic. Fear of the unknown.
Yes.
Who saw, as I said, Mohammad Nawaz was an out of the syllabus question. You prepared for everything. You prepared for Babar. You prepared for Rizwan.
You probably prepared for Kushdeel.
You prepared for Kushdeel. Asif Ali.
Nawaz.
Where does Nawaz come from? Out of nowhere, he'll come in 220 strike rate. Boom.
Yes.
Just like that.
Just like that. And in that way, Pakistan have ended 8 years of pain in the Asia Cup against India. Because remember,
and thrown these Super 8s, Super 4s wide open.
Yep.
Because both teams who were considered favorites coming into the Super 4s, India and Afghanistan, have now lost their first games.
Yes. Now the India-Sri Lanka encounter assumes massive
very,
importance.
very good significance.
Yes, because Sri Lanka seemed to be peaking at the right time.
And more importantly, they seem to have this weird, I'll call it a Gujarat Titans type consistency, not consistency, tendency. No,
yes.
Where you don't know where they'll suddenly get runs from.
Yes.
Last 2 games, we keep saying, they have maybe 2 batsmen, they have maybe 2 bowlers, but they're winning matches.
They're winning games. See, we must not forsake the fact that Patum Nisanka, Kusal Mendes, then there is also Danushka Gunatilaka, there is Vanuka Rajapaksa, Chamika Karunaratne,
that's actually
and Vanindu Hasranga who can also
wield as well. Yeah, he did yesterday.
He did. So that is why this Sri Lankan batting is not to be taken lightly.
Especially in these conditions, mind you.
Again today, this is only Rohit's 7th loss. But in the UAE, yet again, what is happening? Why can't teams defend a total? Is it because batsmen know what is in front and that is why they can go out full-blown attack?
Also, no, part of it is down to, some of it was really poor bowling. Let's be frank. Hardik's lengths were off. Bhuvi, in like that first ball which I talk about, which Rizwan thumped for a 4. It was
wide.
It was short, it was wide. At that point, the outswing didn't matter.
Yes.
It matters if you can land it on the leg stump or the middle and leg line. He's landing it wide outside and it's moving. As a batsman, you'll free your arms.
Just look at the scorecard 1 minute, please. Can you just open the scorecard?
So, if you look at it in terms of the figures,
go down.
A lot of them, none of them actually come across looking except for Arshdeep and Bishnoi.
If Hardik Pandya was going for runs,
so was using.
Why didn't Deepak Huda get a ball.
You know, that's something I was coming to. I'm like, what was the reason we were constantly shouting for an off spinner to counter the left-handers? Deepak Huda didn't bowl a single over.
Why didn't Deepak Huda bowl when the left arm was operated? Because Nawaz, the ball going away, he could have top-edged one and gotten out much earlier.
But he was.
You did not utilize Deepak Huda in this kind of a situation. Then what is his role?
Yeah,
That is why I am not impressed with the fact that if you have a problem of plenty, just playing someone for the heck of it doesn't work.
And here's the thing, what I was saying about Huda, in my opinion, still stands true, is that he's your backup middle order bat if he's not going to bowl.
Yep.
And he's clearly, they don't seem to have any faith in him because, and this is what makes it more puzzling. He was rolling his arm over in the nets before the match.
Yes.
In the warm-ups, he was bowling. So does Rohit not have faith in his bowling? Does team management not have faith in his bowling? Because he bowled plenty during the ODIs, but not during the T20Is.
Too early to say. I mean, see, this was a situation.
This was a situation to best bring him on.
And now forget two, you had three left-handers. You had Fakhar Zaman, you had Mohammad Nawaz, and you had Khushdeel. Why wasn't this an opportunity to bowl an off-spinner?
Exactly.
You knew a leg spinner will get the ball in. Hardik was missing his length.
And to be fair, the short ball today wasn't as effective as it has been in the past.
It wasn't, because this was a different pitch.
Exactly, the pitch which India played the first match on, the short ball, there was some juice on it. Here, nothing.
Everything, there was no, the plan B went out of the window because Mohammad Nawaz came in. But you had a plan C in Deepak Huda. Was Deepak Huda just a passenger?
That's the thing. The reason we were calling for either Huda or Ashwin to be playing, because you needed an off spinner to counter three lefties.
And Ashwin didn't play.
The off spinning option you did have didn't get a ball.
Didn't use.
I don't understand this.
This is, I think, the one trick that Rohit Sharma might have missed.
No, I mean, even if you bowled him 1 over, what if he got rid of Nawaz? That's
2 overs. 2
overs at most.
Yes.
You didn't actually, now that we look at it, you had, of your 5 options, 3 got hit.
Yeah.
You didn't fall back on your 6th.
You didn't want to utilize the 6th bowler.
Exactly.
And that is where your team composition and what is your team role comes into play.
Yeah.
What is Deepak Huda's role?
I would be very interested to hear about this from both Rohit and whoever comes in the press conference. Most likely.
Absolutely. See, where did Deepak Huda bat?
He batted at number 7, Ravi Jadeja's role.
But he didn't bowl. So, if he's batting at number 7 and if he's not bowling, then that's a wrong position.
No, then what wrong did DK do? You could have batted him there.
Yes. No, then if he's not bowling, then that's a wrong position for Deepak Huda.
And if he's not bowling, that's what I'm saying. If you wanted to keep him only as a batsman, then what wrong did
DK do?
DK can bat at number 7 and get you quick fire runs, no?
This is one, as I had said, rotation and what is the right team composition will be your 2 major issues heading into the T20 World Cup.
All of us assumed the second we saw Deepak Huda bowling before the match, we're like, oh, okay, he's playing and they're going to make him bowl.
Yes.
Okay, fine. You want to make him bowl, fair enough, but then you didn't give him a ball.
Okay, now let me address the other elephant in the room. Now, when you look at Virat Kohli's 60 of 44.
Suddenly in context.
Because the last 5 overs, 46. Just 46 runs. And that made a big difference. Had it not been for Bishnoi's 8 runs, 38 in 4.4, which is actually under 9.
Yeah. Gautam Krishna, as he points out.
Selecting Deepak Huda was nonsense, especially if Huda wasn't your bowling. I should have used Huda so many lefties. Gautam Krishna, thank you.
That's in the words of MSD.
Nothing more to add. Absolutely. So, Rahul Bede, BCCI richest board is, but still hotspot technology not bad. If hotspot technology, we had got that decision early because Nico was a little bit under.
I think
Rahul
hotspot
Bede
is...
No. There is a reason.
Hotspot is more unreliable.
Yes, hotspot is a lot more unreliable for 2 simple reasons. One, if there is not much of friction generated, then it does not release the spot.
Check the super chart.
And if the particular light angle obscures your hotspot camera, the edge is not detected. That is the problem. As India experienced so many combos, should they never try Venkatesh Iyer with Pandyan 11? His international numbers are not bad, just 1 bad IPL. Roy SP, but yet again, our major point is You want to get every single player in the Indian cricket team. But what is their role going to be?
Actually, if you look at it, Venki Iyer's role was literally a backup Hardik. That's it.
Yes.
And once Hardik was back and his form dipped, actually, if his form didn't dip, he might still have been in and around the squad, but his form dipped at the wrong time.
See, Venkatesh Iyer could have made it into the 11 had Hardik Pandya not been bowling. India does not want to accept Hardik Pandya purely as a batsman. They want Hardik Pandya batsman
And with good reason. We've seen what he can be when he's bowling in full tilt.
Absolutely. But at the same time, you are just stuffing people into the playing 11, but you are not sure of what is the role that they are given.
Yeah, I mean, if you had to, if indeed there was this clarity and you said, you know what, we want to be playing Deepak Huda purely as a batsman. Again, I would ask you, why?
Why?
What is the point of dropping DK then? You could have played both DK and Jadeja and gone with 5 bowling options.
See, Hardik Pandya today had a horrible day.
And that's the thing we used to keep saying about Hardik. Remember, people say, oh, Hardik can be a third pacer. We're like, no. He is, in ideal circumstances, your fourth pacer. If he has a great day, bowl him out.
Yes.
If he doesn't have a great day, you have to fall back on your other options. Today, unfortunately, they chose not to do that.
Where did Pakistan win this? In the middle overs.
Correct.
Why was the middle overs? Who bowled in the middle overs primarily?
Hardik.
And Yuzi Chahal.
Exactly.
As I said, 87 runs in 8 overs from the duo with 2 wickets at an economy rate of over 10.
Exactly. Not good
That
enough.
too, when you're chasing with a required rate of 9, does not help in a single way.
Can we just exit the super chat?
And just look at any other, yes.
Yeah.
Arshdeep and Bishnam, standout bowlers, senior bowlers need to pull up their socks. Very.
As
I agree.
Yeah, Vikram Tandresha says, whatever happened, catch drops or Hardik overs, white balls in the end and Bhuvi's 19 runs over, not justified.
Of course, Vikram. Where did you lose the match and the momentum? You dropped a sitter of Asif Ali, Arshdeep. The rigors and the pressures of international cricket will now hit you, young man. Because IPL might be a different kettle of fish altogether. But international match, Pakistan, Ring of Fire, packed stadium, Dubai, it can get to even the best in the business.
I mean, we saw what happened in the end to the Pakistan batsmen. They were in control of the match and still looked panicked. Because that is the beauty of international cricket.
Exactly.
It's a different ball game altogether, my friend.
2 runs, 2 balls, and
they looked panicked.
Luckily, Arshdeep missed 2 of his Yorkers. One was a full toss, was straight down.
And both of those balls were key because one full toss went for a boundary and the other went for 2
runs.
And that's it. 6 of the 7 runs done.
Now imagine, had Ravi Bishnoi not bowled those 3 wides, 10 of 6 was far better than 7 of 6. Which is why I say, your thoughts on horrendous fielding from India, well, as I've made it very clear.
Yes, Sujay Zende. We have a lot to talk about
Sujay Zende, India lost the match in that.
And it wasn't just the bowling.
And again, look at Rohit's expression. He was absolutely livid.
And understandably so. Like, I'm sorry, people always say, no, you have to keep calm, this, that. But if something is consistently happening wrong, it is okay for the captain to actually let his players know that he's not happy with them. And justifiably so, because they were fielding. They were not
very
fielding.
badly.
It was not good.
Absolutely. And they missed. The bowlers missed their lengths far too often. And again, one more criticism of Rohit Sharma, which not many people will be saying. Yet again, you are not managing the overs well. You got a 5th fielder in. You overshot the time limit. I'm sorry,
This happened almost every game now.
Every game. Pakistan were guilty of it even in the first game.
But this time around, say?
The tables turned. Spectacularly tables turned.
And Davis Cricket points out, do you think we missed a 6th bowler? Yes.
You didn't bowl your 6th
You didn't bowl your 6th bowler.
That is the thing. Why? There were 2 severe misjudgments by Rohit Sharma. One, not bowling Huda when the left-handers were on strike. Second, not utilizing and managing your time so that you could have put more fielders outside. But no, you ideally, long on and long off could have been in the ring, outside the ring and saved. But because you had to keep 5 fielders in, one position was compromised.
Absolutely.
And that is what happened. Rohit has to understand one major thing, that if you have to get your overs in, it can really prove to be helpful in the right time. Otherwise, this kind of situations will happen. And remember, in the ICC events, it's not the IPL. 3 times you do, 4th time you are suspended for a match. No, in ICC events it can happen quicker. If you do it for the 3rd time, you're suspended for a game. that could prove to be crucial.
Ikpreet Singh asks that do you think in the finals, if India is batting first, then they have a chance of defending? Looks difficult. That's why Dubai UAE conditions are unfair. Don't know why. Look, fair enough. You want to say it does get easier to bat under lights. It does. You could see it in the way Pakistan were batting, but I don't think that we helped ourselves with A, bad fielding, and B, poor bowling.
Poor planning.
Yeah.
Poor planning.
So I'm not a fan. Like, honestly, I think India should have won this game. The game, in my eyes, like I was saying it to everyone upstairs as well when we were sitting in our cubicles. I said that once Bhuvi got rid of Nawaz, that was the game. Because the reason Rizwan was able to score at a brisk pace was because he knew he didn't have to be hitting big hits consistently. He had Nawaz on the other side.
Yes.
Nawaz was striking it at over 200.
210. Yep.
That's the thing. So once he went, I'm like, okay, that's it. I think they've got the hang of things. Maybe Rizwan will be adventurous and get out, which is exactly what happened. But the problem is then you are giving away runs, freebies, you're dropping your catches, then I'm sorry, you don't deserve to win, and then you can't blame
You are
conditions.
going to miss 2 players for the remainder of this Asia Cup, and you're going to miss them very, very badly. Ravindra Jadeja. Okay, Jadeja also had an off day, remember, in the IPL, but he won't do it in an international level at such a frequent level. Second, Jasprit Bumrah.
Honestly, imagine him bowling it at that.
Jasprit Bumrah, if he could defend 7 of 6,
He could,
by the
absolutely,
way.
he could.
And the Pakistani bowler, batsman, the way how they were managing to trepidly go after Arshdeep, Bumrah could have very well defended those 7.
He could have. We could have at least taken it to the last ball.
Last ball, and in the last ball, you don't know what happened. Time to bring in Shami, Aryan
Nakat, unfortunately, I don't think the team management is
and
thinking
yet
that.
again, we are reading too much into Shami's death bowling capability. Even in the death, he concedes his economy rate is close to 10. And that,
Shami's never been a death thing.
see, he had his time in 2020. He had his time as a good death bowler in T20s. But that time has elapsed. Now he's no longer your T20 death bowler.
Look how Gujarat were using him.
Yes.
3 overs in the early parts, and then 1 over maybe in the middle stages. That's
You have your 2 death bowlers are set once Jasprit Bumrah comes in. One is Bumrah, one is Arshdeep.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Arshdeep had to bowl 1 towards the middle over also so that he could control the flow of runs. Otherwise, he was bowling 2 straight overs.
Correct.
There was no need to bowl Bishnoi. But why did that happen? Because Mohammad Nawaz upset the apple cart. Totally.
Which again begs the question: what was Deepak Hooda doing?
You could have bowled Deepak Hooda earlier, but if you had gotten Deepak Hooda now and he was carted all over, that's it.
Yeah,
Game over.
Exactly. And Roy SP says that's what I mean. They tried everyone. Couldn't they play 2 all-rounders and Venkatesh didn't get a single chance? You know what? That's the thing. We always talk about, and this is something that I'll extend on this point. We always talk about that, you shouldn't look plainly at IPL form. And that, you should be, if you're rotating, if you're using roles as a rotation option, which is what Venkatesh was.
Yep.
What wrong did he do in the Indian team? You can't say he
33 average.
You can't say he did anything wrong because he didn't get a look in post. I think the last time he was in a squad was Ireland. After that, he was just quietly let go of.
And Roy SP and to all our family members, let me just be very, very honest here. Okay. IPL is not NOT, not the benchmark. IPL is the benchmark for T20I selection. Your performances in the T20Is determines which series you should play. You cannot keep past IPL experience or even the 2022 experience. What did you do in a T20I series prior or after that?
And that's what, to be very fair to the team management, they did it with Avesh.
Yes.
Avesh didn't have a great 2022, but they still stuck with him saying, no, you know what, his performances for India were fine in the in that previous time, and so they stuck with him. Yeah, afterwards his form kind of knows, and I still think he would have been playing today if not for that viral. But
yes.
With again certain players, it's just.
But again, let me be honest. If it was Avesh, then I'm sorry, your death bowling would anyway have gotten compromised.
More so than what it was.
I'm sorry, because Avesh is more miss than hit.
Unfortunately. Yeah, let's take some more comments.
Yep, so that is the unfortunate thing. Rahul Chaturvedi, new Minnow Bash, it's gone. Okay, Sridhar Savaikar is got a question. I don't think Virat could have done anything in last. So India were 5 down. Hooda as last recognized. Also, last was brilliant from Roff. Plus Bhuvi at the other end.
Absolutely.
But yeah, India lost wickets at crucial intervals.
And that's the thing, at that point, that's why I think Virat knew he couldn't hit, because he had to be there for the last over where he could then hit, because even Huda, when he came in, looked very scratchy. Very, very scratchy.
I think that is a worry for me personally. Why? If Virat can't get the big hits when there is no one else, because remember, the template in which he can build the innings and steady the innings works if there is someone like Surya or Hardik at the other end.
Exactly. Today both got out.
Today
cheaply.
both were not there, and if Virat can't tick on, then there is an even bigger issue.
But you know, there in that sense, I would not blame Virat as much as I would blame
we are not blaming Virat
the
here.
three batsmen who actually were supposed to be there at the other end providing the wickets.
Yes.
One was Surya, Hardik, and of course the wonderful Rishabh Pant.
Rishabh Pant, yet again, a very, very infuriating enigma. I'm sorry. Unless and until Rishabh Pant does not come up with a good knock
In T20
eyes.
Because again, ODIs, he turned a corner, England. Tests, I don't think there's ever been a select question about
T20
it.
eyes.
But T20 eyes, he's just been very frustrating.
Pant is making the trip to Australia, but I don't think he's an automatic starter. I'm sorry.
No.
He's not an automatic starter in the 11.
He wasn't for me. I
Yes.
remember before the Asia Cup as well, I said I would rather be playing DK over him. And that's what happened to begin with.
So, again, what is the role of Deepak Huda? There is a DH who didn't have any role to play. DH kept out DK, who knew he could have added 15-20 runs more. Remember, all our family members saying perhaps we are 10 to 15 runs short. They are right.
And not just that, imagine if you had a DK who's in some degree of rhythm because he's been playing consistently, batting at the other end with Virat instead of Deepak Huda.
You know what has happened now? You know what has happened? Because of this, DK is in danger of losing rhythm.
Yeah.
DK is in danger of losing rhythm. Yeah, I mean, this chopping and changing, this continuous rotation. Okay, there is now a very fancy word called team composition and playing the right man for the right thing.
Honestly, I understand why they had to make the changes. It was enforced.
Yeah.
Because you lost Jaddu. So you needed to make that
You
change.
want 3D impact? Jadeja has 3D impact. Three players
I
had
think
to come
Aditya
in.
Monty is back.
India needs a Chinaman to be. Oh my God. Geopolitics and Aditya Mohanty, man, you've come up with a very creative
But
situation.
it's a good one, and I think I know what he means. He obviously means Kuldeep Yadav.
I just do not understand why is there so much trepidation in playing Kuldeep Yadav when the stats show that he has a fantastic record in Australia. Okay, he's lacked confidence.
And not just confidence, actually in recent times, more than anything else, he's lost, rhythm. Remember, I think he got injured at the worst time because he got injured in the eve
When
of
he was just peaking in the IPL.
He did really good in the IPL. He
And
finished
got
the
injured
IPL,
before
got
South
injured on the
Africa.
eve of the South Africa tour.
That was
a crazy day. Remember, KL and him both got ruled out.
Yeah, I don't understand why the concept pinch hitter has gone away. Today, Nawaz could come out with the free license of hitting, reduce the required run rate. But Aditya, that is why perhaps teams are chasing much better in the UAE because they are trying something new, knowing that the target is in there. Okay, the target is right in front of me. I know what to do. Whereas when you set a target, you don't know what momentum to go to and what is the right target to defend.
To be very fair, and I mean this with no disrespect, but if all of our family members and us looked at that target and thought you're 10-15 runs short, I'm sure the Indian team management knew it.
I honestly felt that this was a total they could have defended.
And they could have.
They could have.
Yeah.
But again, look what happened. Poor fielding. Arshdeep had no business in dropping that catch. I'm sorry.
That was a very easy
I
catch.
am exactly saying this because that was not a very, very difficult catch. A simple catch, even a rookie, you are given hundreds and thousands of drills as to how to take a high catch.
And it wasn't a high catch, in all fairness.
It was a
wasn't
medium
that high.
catch.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was like the way it came down pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So that corridor of uncertainty time wasn't there.
Yeah, exactly. He was selected on his 2021 IPL performance, but you look at his T20 numbers, they were never ever bad. Surya too needs to perform. See,
Yes.
but then yet again, Venkatesh Iyer was playing on borrowed time. Why? Because Hardik was anyway going to come back in.
But I take his second point.
I think, yeah.
Surya, I think actually in recent times there's been a bit of a question mark over,
But man, public memory is so short. Didn't he hit a brilliant 100 against England?
No, I think he means T20 Is.
Yeah, but didn't he hit a T20 100 against England in Trent Bridge?
Was that a T20?
Of course.
Oh, for some reason I thought that was ODI.
It was a
my bad.
T20I.
There's too much cricket.
There's too much cricket. Surya also scored against the West Indies, unless you don't count the West Indies as a good team. They're two-time
They're
World
decent enough.
T20
They're
champions,
decent enough
man.
side.
Again, the Harish Madhisetti go back. We have argued, and I said it's a big blunder by Rohit Sharma. Can we just go to the comment, Shashwat, where Rohit Sharma has spoken? Can we just go there? Next tab.
Yeah. I want to see.
Yeah,
what
just go
he
to
said.
the main this thing.
Go to scorecard. No. Commentary.
Yeah. Let's just go there. Okay, what does Rohit have to say? It's a high pressure game. You've got to be at it every time. A game like that can take a lot. We were calm even when there was a partnership between Rizwan and Nawaz. But that partnership obviously went a little long and they batted brilliantly. Games like this can be the best out of them if they deliver. These are the games that can make them. They've done it in the past. There's a class in the other teams as well. And we're not surprised with that. We understand the pitch gets slightly better in the second innings. It's a good learning for us. I thought it was a good score. Any pitch, any country, when you get 180, it's a good score. Totally agree. We got to learn a lot today. What sort of mindset we need to have defending a score? Like I said, you've got to give credit to Pakistan. They have played better than us. The form is brilliant. Talking about Virat Kohli. Needed someone to bat long when the others were getting. He batted with that tempo as well.
True.
Virat getting those score. Virat getting that score is crucial from the team's point of view. So he's had absolutely no doubts of saying Virat's innings was absolutely crucial. Wickets of Hardik and Rishabh was not needed.
There's two things which, and obviously he's said a lot here while it's not saying too much, but there are two things where he's pointed out which I thought were worth pointing out here. One of them was, where he says that I thought it was a good score. We've got to learn a lot today. What sort of mindset we need to have when defending a score like that? He's indirectly said, boys, you need to defend your scores better. 180 was good enough. And he's also said very clearly that Hardik and Rishabh losing their wickets at crucial moments.
Yes, that. He believes that was the crucial. But remember, not a single question was asked about the misjudgment. Because in our book, looking at it, the misjudgment of not bowling Deepak Hooda when you had 3 consecutive left-handers coming in. Off spinner not bowling to a left-hander. I'm sorry, folks. Okay.
And see what Babar says. He's saying that I had a hunch Nawaz would be important against the leg spinners, hence his promotion.
Brilliant.
Easy as you like. And what is funny is you had Deepak Hooda, yaar. I don't understand.
Babar Azam clearly has said that he wanted to tackle the leg spinner, and that left-right combination ensured that the line and lengths were messed up. That is why you needed a Deepak Hooda in the middle to bowl. Your one-off spinner.
He was there, but he didn't bowl.
Mohammad Nawaz, unsurprisingly, is the player of the match for his 1 wicket and 42
kind of
of 20
expected.
balls.
I mean, his innings was the game changer.
The effort is to turn one or two deliveries to put doubt in the batter's mind. Leg spinners were in operation, and there was one
short boundary.
Remember,
the 4 pitches, I think they were playing on one which was on the side. So one boundary
what
was
were
short.
the dimensions of that short leg boundary?
64 meters.
64 meters, 58 meters, 54 meters. And you bowl with a leg spinner spinning it in. Where was that judgment
of bringing in the off spinner?
Deepak Hooda turning the ball away towards the longer offside boundary could have resulted in an edge, could have resulted in a mistimed shot.
Correct.
In the quest for power, you're talking Rahul Dravid stressed on the matchup. Where was the matchup?
The matchup here is quite clearly, and as always, it's the most classic thing. If you have a left-handed batsman there, if you're bowling a spinner, it better be an off spinner. Basic of basic matchup.
You don't bowl a leg spinner to a left-hander. You don't bowl a left-arm orthodox. That was the main reason why Mohammad Nawaz did not bowl to Ravindra Jadeja in the first game.
Exactly. They held him back for that reason.
Absolutely. And that is the key factor here. No one will ever talk about this. Let me tell you, folks, there will not be enough questions raised about this. But here, long boundary was the offside. What you needed to do, get a ball that would turn away.
Correct.
Even if it was the right-hander at strike, the leg side boundary for him was longer.
Exactly.
So,
you could have actually got someone holding out to long off a deep mid wicket.
How did Nawaz get it? Nawaz, how did he get Surya out? He tried to sweep, got the top edge, fell to long leg.
Correct.
Why? Because the leg side boundary for the right hander is longer. For him, a leg spinner for the right-hander would have actually been trouble. But no, that's why Chahal struggled. Chahal struggled both against the left-handers and the right-handers. That rotation, left-right combo messed up his line. Now you understand why we stress that there should be a left and right-hander, because it can mess up with the bowler's line.
Absolutely, because you have two right-handers there, you know for a fact you can keep targeting it in certain areas. You have your rhythm.
Yeah. Janaki, Sudhas, we did talk about Chahal, wherever pressure, he's totally outplayed. Janaki, I mentioned it.
Yeah, we did mention a lot about Chahal, and quite frankly, we think that his current form is a bit of a concern.
I think, yes, you have to press worry stations. It is not
panic stations yet, but yeah, it's definitely something that you should be keeping your eye on.
Janaki, let me tell you one thing. If Ravi Bishnoi performs really well, and he performs well if he gets a longer rope, if he plays consistently in the remaining 3 + 3 + 3, 9 games, and if Chahal struggles, then Chahal is not an automatic starter.
And
let me
let's
tell
put
you.
it this way, Bishnoi, the main criticism that most people had of him was they didn't have a leg break.
Now today
There's
he
nothing
developed a
wrong.
leg break.
I think he's been working on that in the nets, because he's had a lot of time in the nets. He's worked on that leg break. And see, the thing is, if you have a lethal googly as a leg spinner, that can be your wicket taking ball.
Absolutely.
All you need to do is have a competent leg break.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be great. You don't have to spin it like Shane Warne.
Yep.
It just has to be basic enough to keep that doubt in the batsman's mind that, oh, maybe this one will turn away slightly, so I can't really play it as a googly.
Vignesh Konar, big IPL superstar, lost to small PSL stars 2 times in 1 year. This is not done. Let us not demean.
No, I mean, the PSL is a decent league here. Let's be
Yes.
fair.
Oh, Virat Kohli is addressing the post-match press
I think
conference.
we might actually have to, give this one a listen when we get back.
Yes. So, again, Vignesh, let us not underestimate the PSL.
Yeah,
Why?
they have some decent players going there.
I'll tell you why. When did the IPL begin officially? 2008. You won the World T20 in 2007.
Yeah.
From 2008 till 2022, all our big stars have played the IPL. How many World T20 titles have you won?
None. Exactly.
0. Pakistan have made it to the World T20 knockout stages very consistently.
They won it a
They
year
won
later.
2009. You reached the playoffs in 2012. 2014 you missed out. 16 you made it. No, 16 also.
16 also they missed out. I
They
think.
missed out. Yes. 2021 you came in, but Australia, West Indies, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, they all know how to play in major ICC.
Yeah, and mind you, besides of all these nations you mentioned, besides Australia and West Indies, no one has flourishing T20 league. Sure,
Exactly.
they have it, but it's not like they're big, well-known things or anything like that. In fact, Sri Lanka's only started pretty recently. The
Even
Lanka Premier
that
League.
has
and even that
happened.
is like up and down, to say the least.
Yes, it has been on and off. So, Virat Kohli, if he had couple of wickets in hand, could have gotten more runs.
He's not wrong. He's
He's not wrong in
That's the thing. Who are the players you look at in the Indian middle and lower order
Yep.
who are going to get you big runs, or big runs in the sense quick runs?
Yeah.
Hardik Pandya, Suryakumar Yadav, and Rishabh Pant. If you look at today's,
Yes.
but all three of them didn't really impact.
Don't
the thing at
really,
all.
and that will be one major problem. Is it too much pressure? Didn't see such rookie mistakes from his first captaincy in IPL. Monil, I mean, who was a
Different matter altogether.
Yeah. I missed what was that comment? Okay, Divyan Shah saying we are criticizing Arsh because he dropped the guy, but I think he bowled fabulous. No one's questioning his bowling.
Yeah, his bowling, in fact, he was the standout
He
bowler.
was the standout, but he could have been the hero for India
If he'd
had
taken
he taken
Asif
that
Ali's catch,
and
yeah.
India could have won by 3-4 runs. That is the thriller that you would have wanted.
Not the thriller of losing.
Divyanshu Samal, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, 19th over was very bad. He bowled many leg cutters and gave room to the batsman.
He was also being a little too wide at times. I mean, honestly,
Yes.
if you can see a batsman, and this is something that really infuriates the living whatever out of me, is that if you can see a batsman walk across his stumps, why not bowl a yorker on the stumps here? Why are you bowling?
like what
wide?
Arshdeep did.
Exactly. Why would you look to follow him?
Very.
Why keep it on the reliance of the umpire calling it wide or not wide? Hit the stump.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. In fact, if he's walked across, no, it doesn't have to be a yorker. It can be a length slot ball also, and you're troubling the batsman.
Not many people get that, because once I remember an iconic match in Mohali, Australia versus Pakistan in the 2016 World T20. The stump is here where you're sitting. Steve Smith has shuffled to where the bat is here. Wahab Riaz just had to bowl straight on leg stump. What does he do?
He's following.
He follows Steve Smith, bowls a full toss where Smith is. Okay, Steve Smith whips it and it goes for 6 to deep mid wicket.
That's why I don't understand this. I mean, it's such a basic thing that if you have the whole stumps there, if they've shuffled, aim for the stumps. If you're misbalanced away from the stumps, even if it's a slot ball, you'd not be hard pressed to get bat on.
Virat Kohli has acknowledged Nawaz's innings was a game changer.
It was, of course it was.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's not named man of the match for nothing.
Yes. So, okay, well, if you're playing Deepak Hooda, why they're not giving you the ball? Now is the time to bring Shami. Monil Shah, we have
Monil Shah, we've
ad
discussed this
nauseum.
ad nauseum.
Ad nauseum,
And we agree with you.
For that. Yep.
We agree with you. You can go down.
Go down. His quality has been missed, Mr. Divyansh Raj, yet again. We literally need to get Mohammad Shami back in this one. See, if you had to get Mohammad Shami, it was the Asia Cup time. Now it is too late. I don't think he's making that trip.
Although I will
to
say
Australia.
this, if you had Shami now, then your early this thing, you wouldn't be as worried about, you could actually save Bhuvi for the death. Just saying. Not saying all his overs, but you could bowl him maybe 1 over or something like that. Well, I don't know.
Okay, GGK, should we pick Arshdeep or Bhuvi as death bowler along with Bumrah? Look, my ideal thing would be, since you are going to play 4 pacers in Australia,
Including Hardik Pandya.
Okay,
About that.
so 4 pacers, bowl Bhuvaneshwar completely in the power play, bowl him out. Then 8 overs of Bumrah, or maybe 2 overs of Bumrah, 4 of Arshdeep, and Hardik Pandya bowls
Hardik Yuzi and what's his name? Jaddu. Or
If he's
whoever,
fit.
or whoever's playing as that 6 bowling option are your middle over option.
or if you want to bolster your, if Harshal Patel is fit, or if this guy is fit, Deepak Chair, bowl Deepak Chair, Bhuvi and Deepak Chair in the power play overs along with Hardik and Chahal, then Bumrah Arshdeep in the death overs. Why not? Remember, Hardik is a bonus. 2 overs of him, then bowl Arshdeep out 2 overs and bowl Bumrah out. That is the way I look at it. So Arshdeep still remains, Bhuvi still remains as a power play bowler, although death, he missed this line today. 3 overs for 21, he bowled pretty well at that time. But again, 4 overs for 40, 19 runs in that final over. Really changed the flow of the match.
Also, seeing highlights of India's wickets, almost all of them were catch-outs.
Yes, all of them were catch-outs. That's the problem. And Pakistan surprisingly took their catches. Kohli was run out though.
And no, but even then, isn't that like a dismissal affected by the field?
Field.
And a direct hit at that.
Pakistan today took their catches. Although
Fakhar Zaman, actually, there was a lot of focus on his tragicomic fielding.
Yes.
But beyond that, they took their catches. They were good in that regard.
They were superb. They were really superb. Can we go down? Ashwin is not playing Janaki Raman yet again. I will wonder why is he not playing? Why?
What is the point of keeping him there then?
That is absolutely the point. There is Roy SP. Why is the Super 10 such worse? Vignesh Kumar, I know. Why did he have to play that? I will say like how Fazir Mohammed said to Shannon Gabriel, why did he do that? I will just ask him, why did he do that? Every time India didn't make it knockouts, next World Cup, they won 2007 ODI, 2007 T20, 2010, 2011 ODI, 2012, T20, 13, 2020, T20, 2022 winners, hopefully. Okay.
That's an interesting stat.
Pelluri Tribhuvan, he's not wrong. Yes, 2007, when you got eliminated in the league stages, you did win. But now the world has caught up here. I think now, if it happens, great. Okay, very big admission. When I left Test captaincy, only Dhoni called.
We really need to go and listen to this press conference.
We have to, yes. So let us take your leave, and we will be back tomorrow. Remember, there is no match. Asia Cup takes a break, but there will be a lot of action, lot of postmortems on this match, and 6th. India versus Sri Lanka. A very important game, folks. So thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for it was a very volatile and intense discussion.
What a match it was. In fact, if you look at it from a neutral perspective, man, this is the kind of action you want to be seeing in the Asia Cup.
Lavrami, mathematics, please. Very weak subject of mine. We'll probably get to know after 7th. when Pakistan take on on 9th when Pakistan take on Sri Lanka. Because after this, Pakistan will probably take on Afghanistan.
See, right now the basic match for India is simple: win your next 2 games and hope that one of the other 2 teams they
Has
kind
a
of
very
mess
bad
up.
day.
Exactly, not even a very bad day, even a bad day. I mean, Pakistan, if they lose 2 matches from here,
Yeah.
then that's it. You only have to finish second to make the final.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us.
Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, leave us a comment, tap the bell icon, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, download the AajTak app. For now, on behalf of Sidvi and me, good night, bye bye, take care, and
Vanakkam.
welcome.